Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Dolphins offense set to take the field, led by Malik Willis, who is getting his chance as the starter after backing up Jordan Love the past 2 seasons in Green Bay.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, back to Achane. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The Dolphins at 2 and 4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
On the ground, it's Ali Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 36-yard line.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. But you look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the reigning AFC champion Patriots, led by the MVP runner-up from a year ago, Drake May, now in his 3rd season.
Still young, but growing in stature and savvy with every start. Ended up the MVP runner-up last season, 35 total touchdowns, and led the Pats to the Super Bowl before losing to the Seahawks.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 2nd and 9. Throwing here is May. He'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. From the gun, it's May. Man open left outside is Brown. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, New England.
Looking to throw. May. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. May going to give it to Henderson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers a week ago for Henderson. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's May. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Patriots.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
To the air, May. Touchdown! Keyshawn Boutte, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Dolphins 3.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Achane on the counter. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Willis looking to throw it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Willis. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll go. H.N. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's May. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll throw with May. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Malik Washington deep for Miami. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Tolbert hauls in the out route. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Jalen Tolbert. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw, Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the 1st half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
They'll look to throw here. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Kenneth Grant with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Bryce Behringer in formation for the Patriots.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? To throw, here's Willis. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
16 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Shotgun snap to Willis. He's looking deep for Bell. Oh, that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
It's caught. Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Again, Willis to throw. Right back to Tolbert. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now Willis to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a gain of 10. And the Patriot first down.
So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on Carolina. And it's Jordan Love. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Packers get their 6th victory as this win moves them to 6-2 on the season. Next up, let's look in on the Ravens and the Bills from up in Orchard Park. And here is Joe Mixon. He's going to find a seam and take it in, 9 yards on the score. The Bills come away with a 4-point victory. Lastly, let's take a look at the impact player from Week 8. And the folks here in Orlando agree it's this man. And it's the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Jags get the W by 2 touchdowns. And with that,
so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Patriots headed out as you get a look at Josh McDaniels, their offensive coordinator. His guys are out in front, and they'll try to work on trying to find some ways to extend this lead. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's May. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Henderson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Henderson running straight ahead. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Back at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, a run with Henderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw, it's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
At the 6-yard line.
To the air, May. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. TreVeyon Henderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The drive starts with a run from Achane. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Willis. A quick throw, but incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Up the middle, Achane. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a turnover on down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Henderson, the Patriot ball carrier.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, May with it. Steps away. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Willis will look to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll roll him out right. Throw caught by Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Willis will look to pass again here. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Willis looking to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down.
Now Willis on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
He's out of bounds.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss.
And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistent yardage, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the pitch to Henderson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Here's May. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing here is May. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Dolphins now down by 5. 1:46 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Willis. That's caught by Tolbert.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd and 5.
Willis to throw. He's got Atwell. That's complete. But just a gigantic play here on both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
Throwing, Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Tolbert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Here's Willis. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 20.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Willis. Rolling to his left. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
That's good.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Willis looking to pass it. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Willis to throw.
At the 43-yard.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Willis, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington, incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that